So Sneako and Nick Fuentes are going at it about the new movie Vigilante, like the true homosexuals they are. Take a look at this.
The Muslims have completely overstayed their welcome.
So it seems like Joe Rogan got the call. Everyone's echoing this anti-Muslim rhetoric that came out right after Citizen Vigilante. I have been wanting to talk about Citizen Vigilante since it came out. I want to react to that Citizen Vigilante psyop movie. It's the most obvious Israeli propaganda that I've ever seen, and it's like all of Twitter is falling for it, including Top Boy. Sneako did it. Tristan Tate publicly said that he would star in the sequel to Citizen Vigilante. Patrick Bet-David, the numbers guy. Okay, I like the movie with it.
But what if they like the movie? Why can't they star in the sequel? What's the problem? This guy, and everything's a psyop, but this card. This is low IQ anti-Semitism. This is the face of it. Everybody got the same script. Everybody, they got the call. It's like, bro, I agree. Where's my call? I want my $7,000.
Muslims, gay. It's such an obvious psyop. It's such an obvious misdirection and trying to get people to go kill each other. That's what it's about. And you see there's more hate crimes happening.
Defend grooming gangs. Doing apologetics for grooming gangs.
Grooming gangs. Well, recently they were saying like 10 years ago, these grooming gangs were an issue and that it's falsely conflated with the 250,000. That's not true. That's estimated. Seems like a lot of these people got the same script.
And saying, if you have a problem with grooming gangs, if you have a problem with these towelheads in your country, well, you're a Zionist.
Are nuns towelheads? Because they dress exactly like Muslim women.
Now, do they really? Do nuns dress like Muslims, or do Muslims dress like the Mother Mary? Did Virgin Mary come after the pedophile, or was it vice versa? How was it? Jesus is your Messiah, okay? It's your little
If you don't want your country to be invaded by violent Muslims, everybody, oh, well, you're a Zionist. That's what Israel wants you to believe.
If you don't agree with them, you're a Zionist. This is the logic now.
Who
and
said
it's
that?
like, you know what?
Who said that?
Forget it with these people. I don't think so. Now they're complaining about that movie. There's this movie that came out with Army Hammer, Cannibal, W. There's this movie that comes out where Army Hammer...
Army Hammer, just like a lot of these other people like Russell Brand, they get rape allegations, and then suddenly they're pushing Israeli propaganda. They're pushing Hezbollah. Did some of these people take a deal in order to avoid jail?
Me by your name?
Sneako hinting towards January 5th, where Nick Fuentes was in the megaphone or whatever, screaming out to storm the Capitol.
Movie promoted by Elon Musk, like, it's been banned, I'm gay, in Germany. Right after an attack on the San Diego mosque, where these two Mexican catboy white nationalists, who even mentioned streamers to justify their white nationalism, who are also Mexican, they go and try to shoot up a masjid and end up shooting themselves. And in the attack, the martyr Amin Abdullah, who's my profile picture on Twitter, the hero, defends children from being assassinated. This rhetoric from Citizen Vigilante, this new propaganda, is inspiring people like that. Anybody supporting it.
So if you didn't know, Sneako's Twitter profile is the security guard that died in that mosque shooting. The shooters actually mentioned Nick Fuentes. Now the Muslims are going around saying that that was a Christian shooter, but they both specified in the manifesto that they are not Christians. They do not believe in God. They believe in they're basically skin worshippers. So they were not Christians. They specified that, but still they went around saying that they were. But what they did do is that they mentioned Nick Fuentes. They weren't advocating or saying that they are Nick Fuentes fans. They were saying that people like Nick Fuentes wouldn't consider them white because they were Mexican, just like Nick Fuentes. I know it's a little convoluted, but that's exactly what happened. I read it. And Sneako has had that profile picture of that security guard that died combating those two kids, those two shooters, for over like 2 months already. So this was before they even started fighting. So they all are sort of like hinting towards, oh, Nick Fuentes, we should blame him for this. But really, these are kids, and they weren't saying that they were Nick Fuentes fans. They just sort of mentioned his sort of people in the manifesto.
It's just a reminder. We are Christians. This is a Christian civilization.
Yeah, and a movie that's clearly trying to misdirect people and get them inspired to do another attack. To get people who think that you need to die when someone says greenlit on site, this movie is enabling them and inspiring them to do it. When Elon Musk, the trillionaire who these people worship, is promoting this film.
Now, you just seen how Sneako, as he always does, he deceives his fans, shaping narratives and like that. When you're about to see, this was filmed about 5 hours before Sneako reacted to the clip that was the day before. And you're about to hear Nick say the complete opposite of what Sneako is saying that he's saying, okay?
Will not be a little bit cautious, because it almost seems like they're pushing that movie to try to trigger somebody to do that. Like John Hinckley Jr. couldn't tell the difference between Taxi Driver and real life, between like that movie and killing Reagan. And the same goes for this. You think these schizophrenic people know the difference? If Elon Musk is promoting this movie that glorifies a vigilante that goes out and murders immigrants, yeah, like that could lead to some problems. And I definitely question what the motive is behind that. On some level, I get it. It's a movie about how the justice system is not taking care of all the migrant crime and migrants are bringing this wicked value system. Like, I get all that. But what exactly are you promoting? What is your intention planting those seeds? Because surely you know that someone out there is going to try some copycat thing. And what's going to happen then? Are they going to go and light up a mosque somewhere? And I worry about that. And by the way, I don't support that. I don't support that. What is happening in Europe is no doubt about it. And it's a shame and an injustice and a crime that these migrants get away with what they get away with. But as a Christian, I don't support innocent people indiscriminately without prejudice.
Interesting too, because Muslims make up 1% of the American population and the immigration is only 8% Muslims. It's predominantly Indian, Chinese, and from the southern Mexican border.
It doesn't matter. Like, we just want to stay Christian. The Western Hemisphere was just Christian. That's all. Nothing else. We don't want nothing to do with it. That's my whole thing.
But all these people, it seems like they got the same script.
There was a time a couple of years ago when we and the Muslims were kind of pointing in the same direction because we were both opposed to what Israel was doing in Gaza for different reasons.
For different reasons. The difference is Muslims want to stop the genocide in Gaza, and apparently he thinks that America should be kicking butt the same way Israel is.
So when we and the Muslims were kind of pointing in the same direction because we were both opposed to what Israel was doing in Gaza for different reasons.
For different reasons. The difference is Muslims want to stop the genocide in Gaza, and apparently he thinks that America should be kicking butt the same way Israel is.
Of course.
It's not that he's opposing genocide. He thinks that America should be committing the genocide.
Yeah, demonized.
There was
That's
a
what he
time,
said.
1 year ago,
Fuentes
2 years
wants to
ago, when
commit
the
a
Muslims and the white nationalists kind of coming together because we both opposed Israel. But they have totally overplayed their hand, totally overstayed their welcome. And so there was a time when they were criticizing Israel with us. Now all they do is push their bullshit religion and...
Nope, it's not a BS religion. According to Catholicism, look.
Now you're about to see this clown appeal to Christ because he knows his religion can't stand on his own. This is like a Christ is King moment. He knows he can't stand on his own. He has to appeal to Christ. Look at this.
Nope, it's not a BS religion. According to Catholicism, look at the document Nostra Aetate. And if you say this, you're denouncing the Catholic Church.
That is a complete fallacy. This is a document that is to promote dialogue. And once again, us being too nice is perverse and then turned around against us. This is literally from 1964, something like that, very old, of them basically just promoting anti-hatred. And now Sneako is going to completely perverse this. Look at this shit.
There's a document that was written in the 60s, 1965, where the Catholic Church, the leaders, admit under Pope Paul VI that Muslims worship the Father. Here it is.
Just so you see how stupid he is. First off, he just called Allah the Father. Is Allah the Father? No, that's shirk. So already, this is a fallacy. The entire document is talking about Islam having an incorrect or incomplete, to be more specific. It's talking about having an incomplete view of God. This document is just basically showing camaraderie and saying, you know, they intend to worship the Father, but they are not truly completely worshiping the Father because they are denying Christ, the Word incarnate. Therefore, they are specifically saying, like, yes, although they have the best intentions, they're still not considered Christians or are truly worshiping the Father. They think they are. That's basically what the document is saying. But Sneako doesn't know that because look how he perverses it. Just watch this.
With the seam, also the Muslims. They adore the one God, living and subsisting in himself, merciful and all-powerful, the creator of heaven and earth, who has spoken to men. They take pains to submit wholeheartedly to even his inscrutable decrees, just as Abraham, with whom the faith of Islam takes pleasure in linking itself submitted to God. Though they do not acknowledge Jesus as God, they revere him as a prophet. They also honor Mary, his virgin mother. At times, they even call on her with devotion.
You see, look at his smile. Would Sneako go to his Muslim brothers and say that he calls on Mother Mary with devotion? They can't call upon Mother Mary in their religion. Like, you see what I'm saying? He completely ignores that, though.
In addition, they await the day of judgment when God will render their deserts to all those who have been raised up from the dead. Finally, they value the moral life and worship God, especially through prayer, almsgiving, and fasting. Wow. If you disagree with this, you're not a Catholic.
That's completely false. This is manipulation.
Might as well denounce it.
Yeah, might as well denounce it. So there we go. Once again, Sneako's perversing the truth in apostate. That's not even what that means. This is not a fundamental belief in the Christian faith. Like, what is this idiot even talking about? It's not like you're leaving to be in the Muslim or atheist. He's Like rejecting this, if you completely reject this document, it still doesn't even make you a heretic, because this is a declaration. This is not a fundamental, like, dogmatic. This is nothing. This is a fucking document. You stupid. This was all just to combat anti-Semitism and hatred and just show love and camaraderie. Now look at Sneako. He's perversing this.
Stop claiming it.
As Christians, we can believe in a death penalty. We can believe in deportations.
Yes.
We can believe in these things, even if the Pope doesn't.
Because it is not a fundamental part of our belief of Christianity. We follow Christ. That's what Christianity means. Followers of Christ, not followers of the Pope, you dumb.
Yeah, I really worry about the message they're putting out there.
Because these people are corrupting it.
Completely
Catholicism
corrupting
is
it.
Overall, a very good religion. Very beautiful. A lot of
Perversing
the traditions, practices, but these people are changing it.
What
What you're
the
saying
people.
is just completely incorrect with
What he's
Catholic
saying.
faith.
But this Islam thing, it's got to stop.
This is why I hate him. I fucking
And you know who's promoting it the most? Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson has these people on to glaze Islam.
And you know what's the worst part about this? Tucker was calling for the Iraq war and all of this stuff. He was one of the warmongers. So now, since he feels bad about that, he's going to, like, save face by pushing Islam to the American people. So now we got to deal with him pushing this false demonic religion. Just because now you want to save face, you might want to run for president. They're not Americans. They're not Christians. They care about them over there. Let them stay over there.
Enough already. Enough with this.
Yes.
It is a false religion.
Yes.
It is a different civilization. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Yes.
It's enough already. I do not want our civilization to be dominated by oligarchs. I also don't want it to be invaded by Muslim. You can believe both things at once.
Exactly.
We can morally walk and chew gum at the same time. Don't be a moral idiot. We can hold both of those positions actually at the same time. No, I don't want oligarchs running America. I also don't want invading Europe and America. And I don't actually want to hear either of them going on and on about the Torah and all that other nonsense. I also don't want to hear the Muslim call to prayer.
None of it. Just
and the Bismillah,
leave the West.
Alhamdulillah. Shut the up. America.
Please.
This is America.
The West.
Get that out of here. It's bad enough we have to hear all the Spanish. That's bad enough.
How dare. Oh, fuck. Yo, Nick Fuentes is a flaming homosexual. Although I don't always agree with Nick, you know, on a Christian level, we do agree somewhat. Although he is like a fascist, little closeted, pillow-biting homosexual, I agree a lot with Nick. He's a Christian, so we have sort of the same values. But then he deviates towards demonic too.
We have been trying it. We have been trying to be a little bit tolerant.
We tried it.
Here on the right. And what happens is you give these people an inch, they take a mile. All of them.
Every
they
time.
take a mile. You say, well, maybe we don't destroy Israel. They say, we need to destroy Iran. You give Muslims an inch. You say, we shouldn't destroy Gaza. They say, Islam will dominate the world. No Hindus, no Muslims, no Sikhs, none of it. Shut it down. I want to go back. I want to go back. Christians, that's what we want to hear about.
That's all. Nothing else. Leave Latin America. Leave the Americas alone. We don't want nothing to do with you. Zero.